What's happening, my beautiful people? My name is Mike LaBelle. Welcome back to the YouTube channel. Do you feel that this looks like a Freddy Krueger sweater? As I was looking at myself, that's what came to mind. We might randomly be having these types of thoughts because you always talk about the organics. Today we have Ultimate Team of the Season. I'm ranking all 15 of these gentlemen. If you could, and you should, and you would, comment down below. Cops and drops, because tomorrow we're gonna be running this up. I'm gonna be recording with Yvonne. We got a lot of players to discuss, and that's when the value comes into play. The pocketbook, the complete foot equation. But today, our criteria, Ultimate Team of the Season only, performance-based, and priority. If you don't get it, you will understand shortly. Hopefully the analogies and the free flow and the metaphors have a certain rhythmic approach. We're back into the clubs, the bars, the restaurants. In New York City, storefronts are open till 3 a.m., 4 a.m. It's been extended, the curfew. Not that I've got to experience any of these joys of New York just yet, but soon! That's right, I said soon! Bit of a random tangent here. We have 15 players, 15 names, ranked in order. If you haven't liked the video, hook it up for the algorithm. A lot of you I know enjoy these types of ranking videos, and we upload daily. Black. Goalkeeper, very low priority. These are the facts. If I was ranking every position on the virtual pitch, this would be 11 out of 11 every single time. Does a goalkeeper impact the match? He can, but the reality is, and I'm gonna keep this kind of funky, I can interchange a lot of goalkeepers. I'm just hoping they don't lose me a bunch of games. I just want consistency at this point. If you make the spectacular, that's a bonus. I just don't want to lose games because of my goalkeeper selection. DeVry. I don't know if this is harsh, but for the Ultimate Team of the Season, I'd like to know what you think as well about the Ultimate Team of the Season. This feels more like an ultimate disappointment between the players you could have picked and choose. If we're looking at FIFA hype, I'm not just talking real life performance here. He might have a claim that double dips, translates, transcends, but in FIFA, not fast enough. He's just too ordinary. Too common, too standard, too regular at this point of FIFA to be a standout performer, to really change the way that you play the game. Doesn't have that dynamic nature. He's not out there in the jungle, climbing trees, digging holes, sleeping outside. No campfire. Doesn't even have a tent. The man's got allergies. Can he get the job done? For sure. But I prefer someone who goes above and beyond. This is the 9 to 5 without the extra time. I'm getting no benefits. Harry Kane, providing masterclass, not MasterCard, precise, made to be a weird cam or an unorthodox center mid. I ran him in a weekend league. I put up a 25 and 25. That's 50 contributions in 30 games. Did not happen with the same frequency when I went up against elite caliber opposition. That's a concern, that's a limitation. This might be a hot take, but Harry Kane passes better than Pirlo in FIFA 21. He's a bear, but instead of feeding, he's providing. An unselfish bear. I don't know if that exists. I referenced nature previously, but I don't have the bare facts. I will be getting on Wikipedia after this, since that's clearly a reliable source. Cancelo, dope. One of my favorite fullbacks. That's a review. If you'd like, I can talk about how he's not the most physical or he has a 3-star weak foot, but I feel it's kind of negated. He has the 4-star skills and he's 6 foot tall, which helps from the strength perspective, or at least when you're going into some of those collisions. I rate him. You just have so many options, and there's a lot more interchangeability even with fullbacks at this point. You name a league and I can give you a player. Salah, Egyptian God card. Basically, everything is clean, cut, good. To go, we're taken out. Other than that weak foot, which makes him a little bit more predictable. It's more challenging, and he doesn't have one of those thin or slim body types. There is a learning curve to use Salah, but he's still explosive, dynamic, aggressive, and also he's kind of low-key strong. Where would you rank him? Comment below. I feel as if there's gonna be 3 different types of people in the comment section. It's gonna be Captain Obvious. There's some that'll be like, this is in the range. Some of you that actually stand by him, you love him. And there's other folks that were not able to connect the dots. Couldn't be on the same page. The Wi-Fi wasn't working. You didn't have the correct password. Lukaku. Big Rome, put some respect on his name. This is the best variation of Lukaku we have ever seen. Price also came down, which we talked about earlier, last week, maybe the week prior, that he was a little bit overpriced. He's an absolute tank. Now with the skill move package and the cancellations to go with the sprint speed and just those types of upgrades. He's running all over the pitch. Did I mention he's strong? Extra physical. Let's name some strong items to celebrate Lukaku. We have diamonds, are forever, carbon, composite, nickel, steel, super glue. I just added super and glue. Apparently I did a 6-piece there. Stop talking with your hands. This is gonna be a strange video. It's the Freddy Krueger sweater. If you haven't seen A Nightmare on Elm Street, this is gonna be a sweat fest on Dirty Mike Avenue. Kimmich, relentless in the midfield. In what many would argue, the best of the releases was the Bundesliga, top to bottom. A lot of influential players. And this is kind of what you want from Conte. It's upgraded version. He's a little bigger, a little wider, better offensively, fits in tactically, more reliable passer. Just has some of those attributes that Conte is missing. Mo Bamba, 5 reasons to buy it or to pick him up, especially with the price adjustment or reduction. This is that creative maestro type. I've used multiple of his previous iterations. I get on with him well. You got a couple number 10s on the virtual pitch. We don't hate that. Offensively, pretty gift. Invite him for the Christmas dinner. Hernandez, he's in the 90+ club. A little bit of a tweener, but still a must cop. Question, maybe I should run a poll. Would you prefer to play Hernandez, and you can put this in the comments, as a center back or as a fullback? Because that's the debate. In which position is he better or more valuable? But with that being said, with this many stats, you're just getting a good ROI on the virtual pitch. Finance bros, agree or disagree? Kevin De Bruyne, KDB. I can't believe I'm saying this, and it does not play a factor as to where I have him ranked, but you can get him for under 500,000 coins. That's an observation, a measurable, an evaluation. That's a steal for this type of player certification. We got a lot of wordplay today. On-point delivery, spectacular shot-taking capability, equal-footed, visionary. Sees the game differently. And KDB has grown into FIFA 21 meta as to what we're searching for in terms of center mids. Just think how offensive the game is, having that balance. Fernandez, remember, this is about performance. Fernandez is better than KDB, but is he 3 times better if we're starting to evaluate price point? That's just something I'm bringing into an argument, generally speaking. But my list is still about ability. Undeniable, Bruno is special this year. Some players, some pros, some competitors prefer Fernandez over Ruud Gullit. That's a big statement. So roll out the red carpet, pull out the china for dinner, and let this individual show out. He's gonna shine. And if you want to be more frugal, pick up the partner in crime KDB. Not a bad second option. Lewandowski, wow, amazing. Frankly speaking, the top 5, completely endgame, no debating. If you have them, you never need another player. This is like getting a rare Charizard Pokemon pack, first edition. Having a trap card prepped in Yu-Gi-Oh! I want to make a Digimon reference, but I don't know how it works. Prime pickup. Messi, lateral quickness. I would say the best in the game. Side-to-side movement. Unstoppable. Pure phenom. Messi, replication virtually, and the stamina upgrade, and 85 strength randomly, which really helps for some of the 50-50s recovering the ball. I would also argue he has the top finesse shot in the game, and range is a mindset, and Messi has a different viewpoint. Goated. Mbappe, meta personified, now with 94 strength. The closet's been upgraded. All your fits, they're coming together. I don't know what you really want me to say when we're looking or discussing or analyzing Mbappe. He's been one of the most effective players all year long. You could still use his standard foot item. This is just the best available version of Mbappe. If you packed him, if your player picked him, you bought him off the market, there's not really a scenario where he's not worth it. He's gonna change your game. He will get you more wins every weekend league. These are just facts. Not even an opinion. You don't have to get better at the game, just buy Mbappe. And at number 1, Cristiano Ronaldo. Best player in the game? Question mark? I'm asking. Best striker in the game? Question mark? He's the Houdini of FIFA players. He can get out of anything. Legitimate, any scenario. He's got the clutch factor, deadly, clinical, terrifying. How many times have you gone up against Cristiano? He scores late, it comes out of nowhere, you had him double or triple teamed, your opposition throws some sort of YOLO chip through ball for half the pitch, and Cristiano jumps up, takes it off his chest, hits a volley. He gives you beautiful goals, he gives you terrible, rage-inducing, controller-breaking, turn off the console type of goals as well. He is capable of everything. I played against him last week in League, and this Cristiano, somehow his leg went above his head. He wasn't jumping, flat-footed. What kind of flexibility is that? I didn't know it was humanly possible or feasible in the video game. You let me know what you think in the comments down below. As I was saying earlier, we got the cop and drop coming this week. I'll sit down with Ivan Lapagna. We'll drop some question marks. We'll really take into consideration evaluating price points, usability, linkage, the possibility of expansion, what makes the player special or not so much, and of course the budget that you're working with. As always, we upload daily. We have more content ASAP. If you enjoyed it, drop a like on the way out. If you have not subscribed and you made it to this point, what's going on? Clearly you like what we're all about here at Dirty Mike Corp. I'll see you tomorrow.